If anybody's under any illusion that I'm going to let go of this and just let it sail off into the sunset, they are very ill-advised.
We can't prosecute anyone. Only the Department of Justice can, and they've made it, frankly, crystal clear. They're not prosecuting anyone in this fact pattern.
He cannot be required to be a witness against himself.
Right, but the Fifth Amendment doesn't protect you from non-incriminating answers.
Well, we've got a criminal referral here.
Not on him. He can say
sure
his name.
Sure it is.
He can say where he worked.
Sure
Every answer doesn't incriminate you.
So they've made it clear, at least Republicans on that committee, they will not delete the issue of Hillary Clinton's server. Chairman Jason Chaffetz demanding testimony from a technician who set up that server. Brian Pagliano did not show up for that hearing despite a subpoena. All this is newly revealed emails suggest the State Department ignored requests for Clinton's emails back in 2013. Jason Chaffetz, chairman of the House Oversight Reform Committee, with me in studio. And good to have you in person. I got a lot to go through here in 4 minutes. State Department knew in 2013 someone wanted her emails? Did you know that?
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, you go back to the Associated Press that wanted this information back in 2009, and they had to go to court just to get her calendars. At this point, we still don't have Hillary Clinton's public calendars? You got to be kidding me. That's how bad this is.
The timeline is this. Benghazi happens in September of 2012. Yeah. The request for the Benghazi committee is formed in 2014, 2 years later. The order to preserve comes in March of 2015, and that was the same month where the destruction of the deleted emails occurred. Put that together.
Almost 2 years after she leaves office, there's a flurry of activity, a preservation letter, a subpoena, and then suddenly you have Hillary Clinton go out and say, well, I have preserved everything. Then on March 25th, you suddenly have the closest advisors to Hillary Clinton on a conference call with Platte River Networks, who's managing the server, and guess what? Those documents were destroyed en masse days later. That is a destruction of evidence. That is potentially an obstruction of Congress. These are federal records. You can't destroy them even if you don't have a subpoena.
It seems to me that you're running into walls here, and I don't know how you break through that wall. Pagliano did not show up on Tuesday. What do you do?
We do everything we can in our power. What was stunning to us is that the FBI director said in our hearing that he didn't even look into what Hillary Clinton had done as it related to Congress. So of course we have a duty and obligation. We have another hearing that is coming up this coming Thursday morning, and Mr. Pagliano will be given one more opportunity to come up. Now, if he wants to plead the fifth, he can, but the fact pattern has changed. Supposedly he has an immunity agreement, and you have the Department of Justice announcing they're not going to prosecute anybody. Why isn't he singing like a bird, and why are all these people engulfed in this pleading the fifth?
So if he does not show up next Thursday, I believe the law requires you to go to a federal judge.
Right? We have to vote in our committee and then on the floor of the House. That will take time. This doesn't happen in rapid pace, but there are a variety of different options in front of the committee and in the House of Representatives, and we'll look at those options.
Okay, so Pagliano ignored the subpoena. He could do it again. But if he shows up, he can raise his hand and take the fifth. And if he does that, you run into another wall. Well, I'm trying to figure out how you get to the other side of the wall, if that is even possible.
It starts with, first, the FBI releasing to the public the unclassified version of their investigation. Remember, they put out a portion of it. We're all grateful for that, but it was only a start. Why not put out all the information? It's unclassified. It's a closed case. Why not release that to the public and allow Congress to look at the personal identifiable information so we can do further things into the investigation?
Why do you think the FBI is not giving you what you want? What do you think?
We had to issue a subpoena. Never in my life did I think I was going to issue a subpoena on the FBI. They have until the end of the day on Friday and to comply with that, but we believe there's nearly 100 years of precedent. It's unclassified. It's a closed case, and they won't release it.
You said this week a range of options are before you, so we'll figure out what those are in a hearing next Thursday. Thank you for being here today. Jason Chaffetz, thanks. Martha, what's next?
So we're waiting for